guys, we're actually making some progress here. So here I have two highlighters from Catrice. These are the highlighting powders in the color 010 Stardust, which is the pinky one. And then I want to say this one is in 020 Champagne Campaign. I actually really used to like these as kind of like my subtle highlighters, but I prefer the Essence Pure Nude highlighters to these, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass these on. So these three here are from Lorac. These are their illuminating highlighters, and I don't hear a lot of people talking about these for some reason, and I absolutely love the formula of these. So this one is in the color Starlight. Next we have the color Twilight, which is a little bit darker. Then we have the color Daylight. I want to say this is like somewhere in between Twilight and Starlight. And then the last one I have is like a limited edition one that came as part of a holiday set, and this is in the color Moonlight. And this one definitely pulls a lot pinker than the other highlighters, but I absolutely love these. I think they have a very soft and smooth formula, and I don't hear a lot of people talking about them, and I do not know why. I really like the formula of these. Next, this one is from Tarte, and this is actually in this is the Spellbound Glow highlighter, and this is one of the like rainbow ones, and I actually picked this up because I had seen that when you swirl it all together, it doesn't actually give, it actually gives you a really nice highlighter. I wasn't super into like the rainbow highlighter like phase. I didn't really see the point of those, or like purple or green highlighters or anything like that, but I really do like this one, and I like the formula of this highlighter. It gives you like this very nice kind of icy highlight that actually looks pretty good on the skin. It doesn't look like some type of like weird blue or purple highlight, so I'm going to be keeping this one. And then this one from Milani is actually a blush, and this is in the color 13 Rosa Romantica, and it is an absolutely stunning rose gold highlighter. I don't think a lot of people talk about this because they think it's a blush, but it is an absolutely stunning highlighter. Definitely keeping that. Then these three are the Becca Sun Chaser, Light Chaser little highlighters that they released. These recently went on sale, and I'm sure a lot of people snagged these up, but this one is in Pearl Flashes Gold. Very pretty like yellow gold highlighter. Then you have Rose Quartz Flashes Seashell, which this is a very pretty pinky kind of pearly color. Very pretty. And then this last one here is Champagne Flashes Bellini. Very pretty highlighter right there. These aren't as soft as the shimmering Skin Perfectors, but they work okay. They are a little bit more on the powdery side, but again, once you put like a setting spray or something on them, they work just fine. This one right here is from Cover FX. It's actually a mini in the color Moonlight. I picked this one up actually when it was on sale, but I'm going to be keeping this one. Then I have a mini of the Exposed highlight, and I really like this, but I definitely wouldn't buy a full size of it. I think I got it in an Ipsy bag or something like that, but it's still a really nice highlighter. Then I have a mini of the Unicorn Tears, and again, I got this as part of a set. This is as close to like a crazy color that I would do, but I still really like that highlighter right there. Next, I have two minis from Becca. I have Moonlight and Opal. I've gotten these as either part of like a Sephora Favorites kit or some type of little kit. Opal is actually broken, but I managed to repress it. I don't really feel like buying the full size of these because I have minis, and I think I'm never going to go through the minis, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep them. And lastly, I have one here from Hourglass. This is the Strobe Lighting Powder in Incandescent Strobe Light. Again, I got this as part of some type of set, but I think this is an absolutely gorgeous highlight, and it's very intense in my opinion. So that's it right there. Beautiful highlight. Okay, quite honestly, I don't think I'm going to be able to get rid of any of these highlighters, but I'm just going to go through them as quickly as possible and show you guys some swatches. This is from Wet n Wild. It's one of the rainbow highlighters, but it is in the pinky tone. I think these were a little bit more powdery than the Mega Glow highlighters, but I think they're still very pretty. This one is in Everlasting Glow, and then you have the more golden one, which is bronze over the rainbow. But I still really like these highlighters. I feel like they were a little underrated. I also had picked up the rainbow one, but I keep the rainbow as like a display item. It's the only like rainbow highlighter I have in my collection, but I do have it displayed on my bookcase because I think it's very pretty looking. It's very cool looking. This is the Estee Lauder Goddess Bronzer in the color Heat Wave. I picked this up, but I actually picked up two of them because I thought it was going to be limited edition, and it was before I had really gotten into highlight. So I actually have a brand new one of these that I am selling on my Mercari site. So I am keeping this one, but I'm just going to go ahead and sell my backup. Next, these are all shimmering skin perfectors. So I like to buy like the limited edition ones. I don't know, there's just something about the if it's come out in a limited edition packaging, I've probably purchased it. So this one is the holiday one that they released, and it has a couple of the like permanent colors in here. So I want to say you have like opal in here, blush copper, pink quartz or rose quartz or whatever it was. So I did want to pick this up because first of all, I thought it was absolutely gorgeous, and I do think I can get my highlighter brush to fit in all of the different little individual sections, and I just thought the compact is beautiful. I wanted to splurge. It was over the holidays. My birthday's in October, so I actually had picked this up in the end of October as a birthday gift to myself. This one here is in rose quartz, and I managed to get this actually in December for a limited for a brief period of time. This came back in stock in Sephora, and I don't know if they plan on bringing this back as a permanent color, but this came back in stock in the limited edition packaging. So I went ahead and picked up rose quartz, and I'm so glad I was able to get this one. It came back in stock. This one is the one that's the Ulta exclusive in the color Lilac Geode, and I think this is actually one of my favorite ones of the Shimmering Skin Perfecture collection. I think it's an absolutely gorgeous color. It's very multi like color. It has like a couple different colored shifts to it. And this next one is actually one of the new ones in their collection, and this is the color Vanilla Quartz. Absolutely gorgeous highlighter. This one right here is in Prosecco Pop. Really, really pretty gold color. I actually received this as part of my BoxyCharm. Then we have Champagne Pop in the limited edition packaging. This is an absolutely stunning color as well. And then we have Prismatic Amethyst, which is a very pretty, like, wearable duochrome color in my opinion. So that's Prismatic Amethyst right there. Alrighty, so then next I have this Essence Pure Nude highlighter. I've talked about this already several times throughout this video already, but this is my all-time favorite subtle highlight. You can actually build it up, but I think it is an absolutely beautiful subtle highlight. It is almost as subtle as I will go, so I really enjoy this one. This is the famous Mary Luminizer. I feel like everybody talks about this highlighter here, and it's for a very good reason. This is actually one of the first highlighters I ever purchased. I would definitely wait to get this highlighter whenever the Balm is having like their 50% off sale, because this one is always on sale, and I've actually seen it on Haute Look several times for 50% off too. And then we have the Too Faced Love Light highlighters. This is in the color Ray of Light. A lot of people didn't like these highlighters because they thought they were a little bit underwhelming, but I actually really like the color of this one, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. It is a little bit more on the subtle side, and you do kind of have to build it up, but I like applying a base and then using this highlighter on top, and I think it really makes that color pop. It's this very pretty, like, peachy champagne color. I think it's an absolutely stunning highlight. Next, we have the Wet n Wild Gold Bar. I picked this up over the holiday. They had this as like part of some type of kit where it came with 2 eyeshadow palettes and then the gold bar palette, and I want to say a mascara also, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that. Alrighty, these 2 are from MAC. These are part of the holiday collection. This one here is in Happy Go Dazzling. I feel like these are a little bit more subtle and they're a little bit more difficult to pick up with a brush because they're so like hardly pressed, but they're still very pretty highlighters, so I am going to keep those. These are some of my higher end highlighters. So I have 2 here from Dior. These are the Dior Nude Skin Air Luminizers. I have the color 002 and the color 001. I picked up 002 because somebody was selling it at a pretty discounted price during a blog sale. These are probably some of my favorite highlighters because they give the skin this very like wet look. This is in the color 001, which is the more golden one, and they give the skin like this very wet look. They're very smooth, they're not glittery. I really love the formula of them, and I think they're worth the high price tag, but I would definitely wait for Sephora to have like a 20% off sale if I were to pick up another one. I think I want one more of these. This one is from Tom Ford. I picked this up at a CCO. This is the Sheer Highlighting Duo in Reflects Gilt. And this is a stunning highlighter. So you have a golden side, a pink side, and I actually like to swirl it all together. Stunning highlighter. Really, really like this highlighter. Hope you guys can see that right there. So of course I'm going to be keeping all of these. Then I have one from Lancome, and this one is the Dual Finish highlighter in the color Sparkling Pesh. And I do not hear that many people talking about this highlighter. I think it is probably the prettiest of all of the highlighters in my collection. And it is the most unique one out of all of the highlighters in my collection. It is this beautiful golden peachy shade. It is so beautiful, so stunning. Perfect for like a light medium skin tone. There's no glitter in it. It's highly reflective. It is just beautiful. It is the perfect highlighter in my opinion. And then this, I'm actually surprised not that many people are talking about this. This is from Makeup Forever, and they created this new system where you could purchase 2 or 3 or 1 of their highlighters or contour powders or blushes. They have 3 highlighters, but 2 of them are shimmery and the other one is like a matte highlighter. So I forgot the numbers of these, but I'll put them down somewhere in the description box. But pretty much, if you buy 2 of these and then you buy the compact, I want to say I paid like $35 for 2 highlighters. And these are so soft and so smooth and so buttery. I don't know why more people aren't talking about these. You get 2 highlighters basically for the price of 1 because Makeup Forever is so expensive. I'm going to pull this out and use it in my weekly makeup basket so you guys can see how beautiful these highlighters are. But the best way to get them is definitely, I was going to buy like the full size Makeup Forever highlighters, and I decided to buy those 2 instead, and I'm so glad that I did. So these 2 are from Model's Own. This is the Sculpt and Glow Highlighting Powder in Golden Sand. And I like this one, but I feel like it is a little on the dry side, but it's still a very pretty, like inexpensive, like pink highlighter. So that's it right there. But this next one in the color Peach Pearl 02, I don't get this because I don't think it's a peach pearl at all. This one is a dupe for the Prismatic Amethyst highlighter. So that's it right there. Still very pretty. Again, it is a little bit on the powdery side, but there's nothing setting spray can't fix. And then these last 2 are from Wet n Wild. These are the 2 Reflect palettes in the color I'll Have a Cosmo, which is the current one, like the permanent one. And then Hollywood Boulevard. This was part of the Fergie collection, but I believe they've They still have this, but they've renamed it. Very, very pretty highlighters, but a lot of people don't like these because they're super big and bulky. And I will say that I do wish they had like a smaller version of these, because these really are a pain in the butt to store. All right, last but not least, this is a second drawer, and I have some bronzers and some face powders here, but I do have a small section, well, small section up here of highlighters, and these are all kind of like my smaller highlighters or my cream highlighters. So I'm going to go through these really quickly. I'm only going to get rid of a few of them. First, I have a triple baked eyeshadow from Crown. This is in the color Dulce de Leche, and I think this is a very beautiful highlight, so I'm going to be keeping that. Next, I have one by Pixi by Petra. I got this in an Ipsy bag. This is actually a blush duo in the color Peach Honey. And I really want to try some more Pixi highlighters. I know there's ones by Aspen Ovar. They did like a collab. Only thing I don't like is the packaging of this, but I really want to try some Pixi highlighters after trying this. These are all from Laura Geller. So I have Gilded Honey, which is the famous one that everybody talks about, which is the beautiful gold one. Then I have Pink Charming, which is actually one of my favorites. I actually prefer this to Gilded Honey. It's this very pretty pink highlighter. Peach Glow is my absolute favorite. This is such an underrated highlighter. I feel like more people should talk about this one instead of Gilded Honey. It is so beautiful. And then we have Diamond Dust, which is one of the newer ones. It's like the duochrome one. I feel like a lot of people have actually talked about that one. So that is Diamond Dust right there. And then Ballerina is one of the darker ones, but I still think it works on my skin tone. So that's a Ballerina right there. And then this one here is from e.l.f. This is one of the baked highlighters in the color Moonlit Pearls. And I did scrape the top layer off of this one. And I like it. It's not super subtle, but it is still on the subtle side. But I'm just going to go ahead and keep it. I only paid like $1 for this, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep it. I have a few stick highlighters here. This one here is from Perfectly Posh. I did talk about this one during my best and worst of Perfectly Posh video, and it is this really pretty stick highlighter. I think this is one of the best products that Perfectly Posh has ever released. It's very similar to the Benefit What's Up stick highlighter. I really, really like the formula of this, so I'm actually going to be keeping this. I have this Easy Illuminating Stick from Laura Geller. It looks very pink, like in the tube, but once you get it on the skin, it is a very pretty cream highlight, so I'm also going to be keeping this. I like using cream highlighters as a base. Then I have this from Milk Makeup. I actually haven't swatched this yet. It is just their highlighter stick, so I'm going to be keeping that. I have this from NARS. This is in the color Copacabana. I got this as a part of like a set. I think it's a very pretty cream highlighter. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this. I'm going to get rid of this, which is a NARS Orgasm Illuminator. I just don't think I'm going to use it. I'm also going to go ahead and get rid of this. This is a Milk Makeup Liquid Strobe Highlighter. I don't think I'm going to use this, and it is very, very glittery. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and let me swatch this. This is from Nude Sticks, the Illuminati highlighter. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. I don't think it really does much. So then all of these are actually cream highlighters from Colourpop. I'm not going to swatch these for you guys. This one is in the color Forget Me Not, which is this really pretty like pink highlighter. I just said I wasn't going to swatch this, but I went ahead and swatched it anyway. So this is a really pretty pinky one. I really like the Colourpop formula. Then you have Glaze. Really pretty, like, I think these are called like the tie-dye highlighters or something like that. Next we have the Colourpop Hello Kitty one in Yummy Cookies. This is one of my favorite Colourpop ones. I wish they made this color permanent. It is so pretty. Definitely one of my favorite Colourpop highlighters forever. I wish that one was permanent, and I also wish I'd bought a backup of it. This is Flexitarian. A lot of people actually talk about this highlighter because it is very intense and metallic. Bam, that is in your face. Gorgeous, gorgeous highlighter. Then we have another one from the Hello Kitty collection. This one is called School is Fun. I really like this one as well. It's a very like yellow gold highlighter. This one here is Wisp. This used to be my all-time favorite one until I found Yummy Cookies when the Hello Kitty collection came out, but that one is Wisp. Next we have Scrumptious, which is this really pretty like icy pink one. And then the last one here I have is Churro, which is another tie-dye one. I really like this one too. It's a very pretty like golden highlighter, very similar to Wisp actually. And last but not least, these are all of my Makeup Geek highlighters. I picked up the entire collection, the light bundle, the medium bundle, and fair bundle I believe it was. So I have 8 of these highlighters. I'm sure you guys have seen these. I'll go ahead and show you my favorite one, which is Daybreak. I think this is so pretty. I don't know why I love peachy highlighters, but that's Daybreak there for you guys. But I am going to go ahead and keep all of these because these are fairly new to me. I only had these for a couple of weeks and I'm still playing around with them. So I may declutter these as I play around with them and then figure out which shades I want to keep and which ones I don't want to keep. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I did quite a bit of damage to my highlighter drawer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you do. Don't forget to subscribe. I currently post 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye!